are you? Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will consider following the hashtag 12 Days of Christmas Crafting. This is a collaboration with myself and Isabel Barrero, the Shabby Hippie. She has asked me to do this collaboration, and I said yes, and I am so excited to be doing this, and I am appreciative, and I feel blessed that she is one of my crafty besties, and I adore her and love her. So I thank you, Isabel. And for today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to make this cute little round Christmas box. And you can put a lot of goodies in here. These happen to be flowers from my Crafty shop, and I purchased them not too long ago from her. Here's the white ones, and this is my little Crafty shop. So this box is really easy to make. It doesn't require a lot of tools, and let me get my list and show you what you'll need to make this. Okay, you will need one 8 by 8 inch piece of paper cardstock, 110, the heaviest, probably a medium weight is just fine because you can layer. And then you're going to be cutting one piece 8 inches by 2 1/4 inches, and cutting one piece 1 inch by 8 inches. And that's all you need for the moment. And some of the tools that you will need are a pencil and ruler if you are totally new to this paper crafting community and do not have a scoreboard yet. So it's pencil and ruler or scoreboard, scissors and or a cutter of some kind, anything that you need to achieve making these pieces, these sizes, okay? And you will need scissors. That is a necessity for sure. Glue stick, wet glue preferred, or double-sided tape. No glue gun. It's a little bit too bulky for this project. Okay, let me get my pieces together and show you what you need to be doing for this project. Okay, here I have the 8 inch by 2 1/4 inch piece and the 1 inch by 8 inch piece. Now you will either need to get a pencil and ruler so that you can measure 1/2 inch, so you can fold where you need to fold in order to make this box. All right, let me get a couple of tools and my scoreboard, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, and for the 1 inch by 8 inch piece, you will score at 1/2 inch. And the 8 by 2 1/4 inch piece of paper, it does not matter, but the side that you start with is the side that you're going to need the most. So you make sure that you score or fold a 1/2 inch on the long side, on the 8 inch side of your 8 by 2 1/4 inch piece. And then you're going to flip it, and you're going to score on one side a 1/4 inch, or excuse me, a 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch, not a 1/4 inch. You're going to score by a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. Just one side. Okay? All right. And I will be right back. Okay. And now you're going to get your 2 pieces ready to make this circular box. And I'm going to zoom out because I forgot I did zoom in. Okay, so make sure you fold or burnish if you happen to have a bone folder, or just do a really good job folding that. And you're going to get this all prepared, and you might as well warm it up by rounding it and breaking up these fibers, because it'll make it a much prettier box by doing so. And you can use a bone folder if you need to, of some kind, a ruler, a nice, ruler, a pencil, a pen. It just helps a lot to get those pieces prepped. Okay? All right. And now what we're going to do to both of these pieces, this is key. You have to do this, even in sewing, a lot of things, because you can't turn a square into a round or a circle. You've got to do something to achieve that. So we're going to come in and we're going to fringe up one side here. Okay? And closer together is better. And you're only going to go up to that fold line or scored line, okay? All the way across. And you're going to do it to this piece as well. Only the one long side, okay? So I'm going to pause here and go ahead and prepare my pieces. Finish up fringing this piece just like this, see? And I will do this piece just like that. Go ahead, and if you're following along with this tutorial, get your pieces prepped, and I'll meet you back here in a moment, as soon as you're ready to go. Okay, now, by now you should have your ends fringed on the long side, just one side. And then where you have scored or folded a 1/2 inch, you're going to remove at the score on both ends and just a little off the other end. And this is your glue tab, okay? All right, so get your wet glue if you haven't already. And you're going to glue this together, okay? Okay, and then now that you have done all of that work, this folds in really easy. And I'm sorry for shaking the screen. Okay. And give that a good... Okay. Alrighty, that's ready to go. And now get your second piece. And since the straight end is going to be the band that hangs over on your box, you're going to wrap it around the box. And then you're going to glue it, okay? And that way you get just the right size for your box. And try not to glue it to the box. This is just supposed to be the lid. Oops, a little bit more glue. Some of these frosted papers can be a little tricky. Okay. And remove it. And then you're going to fold over these pieces just like you did with the bottom. And do your best to keep it as round as possible. All right. Get this in frame. Okay, so here's our two pieces right now. Ready to go. And let's show you how to finish these off. Now for this part of the tutorial, you will need scissors and a pencil and a piece of paper that you have just enough room to draw out 2 circles. Okay? Now it's best to do the side that you fold down and do your best to make it a circle. And that's why heavier cardstock's probably a little bit better to work with, but we're going to layer this one up. Okay, and then you're going to trace out around it. Okay, and this is a very poor tracing. So, all right, so let's cut that side out first, and let me show you the kind of the best way to go about it. And this is a project I kind of learned how to make from watching the Posh Paper Lady. And so do your best to cut the circle out. Okay. And then we're going to use it to cover the bottom of this box. Okay? And then you can trim, you know, and fix it after you've glued it on. But it's better to kind of leave it a little bit larger. It's up to you. But you'll see once we've made this, okay? All right. So, glue up your bottom around the edges really, really good. And let me unglue my glue gun. I'll be right back. Unclog my glue bottle. Unglue my glue gun, I think was what I said, lordy. Okay, so we gotta unclog the glue bottle. And we're going to glue up these edges really good, okay? And you're going to actually need, I should mention, some extra paper because you need 2 each, top and bottom, okay? Okay. And then fiddle with it to get a good circle. And then you can trim any excess Flip it over. Can you see? And then you can use any kind of tool and go in and get these little fringy pieces pressed down really good. And then where you see any excess, you can just trim that off. It's better to go a little bit bigger. Trust me. And, you know, it's not meant to be perfect. It looks very vintage, and I like it. This is inspired by, this project is inspired by Anna, but I have made a cylinder box, a taller tube cylinder box, following a Posh Paper Lady tutorial. So Anna recently has a video. She's been doing a chat and create kind of series, and she made a really cool, she's working on a birthday cake Happy Meal, and she had a round box that she got from Dollar Tree and some square boxes, and that's where this idea came from. She's making a cake box thing. I think that's what she called it. Okay. And just clean up any little excess edges that bother you. And try not to cut into anything. Okay, and now you're going to make another circle for the inside. Okay, so now that it's, whoops, now that it's nice and round, come in and trace another one. I hope this is working out okay, this video. It's 2 a.m. here, but sometimes because the town's sleeping, the internet's a little better, and I'm gonna have to do that because it takes forever to load a video. Okay, and now cut out this circle, and a good sharp pair of scissors helps a lot. And that's your only pair you use for paper. See how much rounder it is after you've done the bottom? All right, so now you want this to fit inside the box, and it's still a little bit big. So you can trim this one down just a little bit more. And since this is inside, no one really sees it that much. Okay, that's definitely going to fit. And so go ahead and glue, whoops, get that out of the way, glue the whole thing. Apply glue all over it. Okay, and then drop that in. And a decorative piece would be great. But for this tutorial, I'll mostly be using this pink plain paper. Okay, there's the bottom. All right, and now let's do the lid. I'm going to grab another, go ahead and get yourself another couple of pieces of paper for the circles. Okay, and I have another piece of scratch paper, or not scratch paper, but paper from the same paper pad. Is the angle okay? Should I adjust it? Hold on. Okay, that might be a little better. And we're going to trace 2 more circles. We need these for the lid. How's everybody been? What are you guys working on? You know, these little boxes are great for for a swap. You can use, you know, you can put sequence mix in them or bead mix, beads, you know, rosettes would fit perfect inside these. Candy, if you're doing a 24 days of Christmas swap and you need a packaging idea for some candies, this is a good one. And then let's go ahead, and what would be the smart thing to do is just cut another one out using this as a stencil. Is anybody traveling for the holidays, for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Gosh, I can't believe Thanksgiving's coming up. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces. Let's get the lid made, and same thing, we're going to glue this up. Pretty generously, actually. Make sure you get all of these. And let's even get this on the box. That will help a lot. And you're going to be decorating this, so it does not have to be perfect. Can you see? And do your best to not change the shape of it. Get those little guys glued down. And I shook the camera again. Oh boy. Okay. There we have the lid. See how good it fits? All right, and now I can clean up a little bit here. Not too much. Actually, looks really good. Just this one side. There we go. And I keep shaking the camera. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. Okay. Now let's see how we do with this one. It's a little bit big. Get it trimmed down a little bit. Clean it up. And this would be cute, of course, to put a decorative piece. Alright, that will fit. And then this one you do just like with the bottom, glue it all up. I am using Reptile adhesive. This is my favorite glue. It's not a sponsored push, but this is just what I use. I have been using it the entire time I have been crafting. I started at the beginning of COVID, and I started with doing some watercoloring, and then I had already been quilting and sewing and making gifts, and I thought, you know, I want to learn how to make some boxes. There has to be a way to make some nice packaging for this stuff. And that started the whole paper crafting journey. Alright, and there we have our lid and our cute little box. And the next step is to decorate. Okay, so I'm going to end this portion of this tutorial here. I'm going to break it up into parts so that everybody has a chance to make their box, and then we can decorate it together. How about that? Alright, thank you so much for watching. This is Denise Abate-Smith, and I am Treasures of a Crafty Mind, and this is a hashtag Christmas crafting collaboration. Hashtag Christmas crafting, right? Oh my gosh, I'm going to write that down and put it in the description box, what Isabel and I came up with. Oh my God. All right, guys. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And we will decorate this box. Okay, bye. Hashtag 12 days of Christmas crafting. Okay? And if you decide to follow along, hashtag this, and hashtag the shabby hippie, and hashtag myself, Denise Abate-Smith. Thank you so much, guys. All right, take care. See you in the next segment. Bye-bye.